going to leave letters in the professor mailboxes. I don't think the information of the court being cursed has made it all the way through the academy, but I do think it is spreading. So I'm not too concerned on keeping this utmost secretive. I am going to request a meeting with Professor Saren, as she is well versed in magic. I'd like to have a meeting with you when you are available. There's much to inform you of. I believe you should already be aware of portions, but I want to ensure you are fully filled in. Kind regards, Sol Katarina Solmera. And then I am also delivering one to the headmasters. Headmaster Phelan, I would like to request a meeting between us. The soonest slot would be most favorable. Understandably, we are both quite busy, so I understand if there is a delay. What I want to speak about, I have been informed. You have already... oh goodness, what I want to speak about, I have been informed. You have been told already. I simply wish... I need to rewrite this one. Okay, this bag? What is that? Okay, we will rewrite. Headmaster Phelan. Would like to request a meeting between us at your soonest available time slot. I understand you are busy. I am as well. So if it... I am as well, so... If it is... So, I understand if it being immediate is impossible. The primary topic I would like to discuss. I was told you have already been informed. Okay, told you have already been informed. I simply wish, I was make the same mistake again. I simply wish to discuss it with you also. Sol Katarina Solmera. I would like to request a meeting between us at your soonest available time slot. I understand you are busy. I am as well, so I understand if it being immediate is impossible. The primary topic I would like to discuss, I've been told you have already been informed. I simply wish to discuss it with you also. Okay, Headmaster and Saren's. Let's go do this. I also want to meet with Tavali and talk about this corruption stuff. It is continuing to spread. It's taking up a large section behind the dorm. And there was mention that it might be at play regarding the effect she went under, the assumed curse. So I do want to get a full understanding of it. I believe I asked her early on when it first started happening, the first spread, that I was to be kept informed. And given that she hasn't gone out of her way to inform me, I don't think she did it with any malicious intent. I should have checked on it sooner than I am, and that is a fault on my part. Let's see, I need to drop off. I believe both professors have a mailbox at the bottom of the tower. I'm curious if Saren has one outside her office door. If there is one, I'm going to lay it there instead. Simply because I'm fairly certain that people check other people's mail. After all, the letter I went to give to the Crown Duchess was no longer in the mail. So That is something to be observed. I can't say I didn't expect it. I do hand deliver my mail for this exact reason. I do typically hand deliver my mail. I do not send out any mail where that goes back to court through the school. I have secured messengers that take the mail for me. I am hungry. I will climb up the ladder just to see if Professor Saren has a mailbox outside her office door, and if not, I will leave it in the bottom. Honestly, I think I've done it multiple times now. I do just go in her office and leave it, but I know that does invade her space, and so I know she's not the most appreciated. Okay, no, she does not have a mailbox up here, so we will leave it down. So this one is for Phelan. And this is for Professor Saren. Okay. Leave those. I need to start on the assignment for Equestrian. Why are you being left out here? What about the notice board? Equestrian, homework in class. We have that. Mob studies is on Friday. Bring potions homework. Do not trample the flowers. Turn into rote code homework. I've already turned in mine. Are you kidding me? You know this was a fell folk. There's no way this wasn't a fell folk, and if it isn't, it's someone trying to frame us, but it's likely to be a fell folk. I am trying so hard for this court. I am trying so hard because there's people at home counting on us, expecting us to do well, expecting and counting us. And it seems that they all just lack self-control. They lack self-control. They lack any type of discipline, any type of consideration. They lacked, they're nobles. They were brung up as nobles. And yet, despite being in a castle, that is not their property. This belongs to someone else. Despite all of this, despite, I'm assuming it was Lizzaylia because she's the one that puts meow 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 on signs quite most often. So, despite being in the group that exploded mob studies yesterday, they're still incapable to think outside themselves, still incapable to think of what might come from their actions. They take off their armor. They play with explosives. They dismantle things in the castle, or assemble things in the castle. I went to talk to the headmaster about Daphne's room and promised to return it to normal and hope we don't lose points. After all, because we lost points for the exact same reason with Lady Lizzaylia. It's exasperating. I'm willing to go far. I'm willing to go into the realm that physically pains me, that hurts with every breath I take. I'm willing to do that because I want to do good by my court. I don't want to let the court down who is relying on me, relying on everyone here from Solmera to do our best so that we can ensure the protection of our way in life. Because sure, talking with the other head heirs, most of them seem reasonable enough. But what happens if, once they actually have the power, they change? They might be kind now to ensure that if someone else wins, they're still in their good graces, but what if they get the power? Would they change? What if their descendants decide to enforce more changes onto my court? I have to protect the peace and mind of my region. Should I become the queen, I will be looking out for the entire kingdom, but as it stands currently, I am sole. My outlook is to make sure the best possible chances for my court, and having a Felfolk on the throne ensures that our religion isn't disrespected, it ensures that we are respected, it ensures that there's not these cat-made cafes, it ensures that cats are treated with respect. If I have the power, I can make sure no one gets mistreated, my court or otherwise. I can ensure that I can work through and get the nobles that are abusing their power in my region and others under control or out of their positions. I know I have the capability to do so. I'm confident in my ability to do so. And I can't say the same about the others. I think the Crown Duchess has good intentions, but she doesn't have any experience at all. You don't want someone without any leading experience on the throne. A couple months in an academy is not enough to rule an entire kingdom. It is something you need to be brought up doing. And I know I haven't been brought up to be a leader. I only started my training 5 years ago. I just want to make sure I can protect the well-being of everyone. And how can I do that if my court can't keep themselves under control? I don't know if I want company. I am trying to work on things. I was hoping to catch you, but I keep getting pulled different directions. I've seen a letter wait tonight about a potential meeting. I see. I need to bring up curses. Mateo, Felix, Tavali, Daphne. More details in journal. I'll have to get those details in here, as I only have one book I'm looking at. Med bay room. Greetings.
Greetings. How's your evening?
It has been alright. I need to speak with the headmaster, so I'm just putting notes together so I have my thoughts in order when I do.
Good idea. I hope all goes well there.
Mm-hmm.
You saw me speaking with the Grand Duchess. That went fine enough. We learned something about my horse. Apparently, if she's around, he refuses to listen to me. But as soon as she is not there, he follows commands just fine. So that was great.
Well, she is able to speak with them, so it's understandable. It's the same way that a lot of cats will follow fellfolk around.
We spoke briefly on official matters. She's still sleeping on a signature, deciding. And she was the one to invite me to an all-four meeting.
I see.
I just find it peculiar, given that it was an entirely different head heir that was the one that wanted it, and suddenly she's the one communicating it.
I was honestly expecting you to arrange one.
I don't know, I think there's a game to be played. Cassian wanted me to bring up the document at an all-four, and now she is pitching the same. But is it not going to just put the...
I agree with them. I made my opinion very much clear last time we spoke about the book, that you are going to get nowhere if you don't change your tactics. So yes, I think having it brought up at the 4 meeting would work to your advantage.
So I bring it up, I say, let's get the 4 courts as a united front, and act. And then he's able to immediately follow up with, well, only if we get the 4 to be a united front on this issue that is entirely larger and grander in scale and different in discussion entirely.
And
I think
that is very fair. And if he does that, then he is exposing his cards. The reason why I think bringing it up to all the heirs in one sitting is so we can have a proper conversation and discuss it. Because you simply talking to us one-on-one is not very convincing. By having a discussion, a proper discussion where you get to multiple opinions in one sitting, rather than if I was against it and I was talking to you, your only opinion is that you are all for it. It is just a wall of back and forth versus it being a discussion with others to get other viewpoints.
I just can't see him not gaming it, or not trying to...
I'm sure he will try, it just needs to outmaneuver him, and don't give in to his demands. It's really quite simple.
What makes it difficult is that she seems to echo what he says. I just don't see it going well if we're to bring it up there. I think it gets turned simply into a bargaining chip rather than...
Yes, she is echoing what he says because he has the advantage over her. That is why I suggested, and you turned me down, me talking to her. You want to handle it all on your own, and that is not working, Prince Ezra.
As evidenced.
And I am frustrated in general. It is not all directed at you.
I understand.
My court blew up the mob studies classroom yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And despite doing so, I come into school today, and there is a cat statue blocking the entry to the courtyard. What other court would be the cat statue besides my own? And so it seems my court is lacking all critical thinking to consider how their actions affect the court. And that's why I'm saying that I might be abrasive currently, just because I am very, very annoyed in general currently. And
I
this does
understand
not help.
entirely. That is... Hopefully this at least... boost your spirits some. Yes, that's empty. Hold on. Your delivery, at least some of it. I still plan to go out and fetch more, but at least hopefully some to get you started. And if you need any help with construction, I'm open. I understand that's not the concern.
Thank you. No, I don't need another court's help on the actual construction of my kingdom building.
I have her as a friend, not as a heir or anything of the like. But I understand.
I'm sure your court would love to have your help building things at your own kingdom building, Prince Ezra. There is always something to be done in a town. And if your court sees you or learns of you helping out at our kingdom building, at mine, they're not going to view that favorably in any possible light. Because it means that you are, instead of contributing to your own court's kingdom building, you're contributing to another. It doesn't matter if it's as a friend, it's you are helping another court rather than helping your own. The sentiment is appreciated, but it is declined.
I'll let you get back to your notes. You'll get a invite tonight. We're hosting a Prince Fioravente birthday bash on Saturday.
I see. I shall look forward to it.
You may need to prepare a costume for it. That is the dress code.
A costume?
Hopefully an opportunity. Of anything. We're hoping to just allow people to let loose a bit.
I see.
But yes, you'll get an invite tonight. Take care.
Farewell. I apologize for my tone. We're in an alliance, but I still let my frustration get the best of me. But at the same time, as I said, naive. He wants things to get done, yet he's utterly failing to do so. And he declines any attempt of help otherwise. He wants to handle it all by himself. And he is failing. It is not working. The other two courts are not going to sign it. They are not going to sign it. And since he is not the one to propose the four-court head meeting, he is letting them propose it. So yes, the meeting is going to be based around what they plan to bring to the table. Because he did not host it. He is not the hoster of it. He gave up the control of who is leading the meeting because he neglected in arranging it. And now he has this birthday that is in just a few days and not a single invite has been sent. Truly, as much as I do care for Prince Ezra, crush on him even, is he really capable of ruling? If he can't stay to schedule, if he can't send out invitations on time, if he can't manage one member of his court, if he can't manage to get the upper hand in a situation to get that court member under control, if he thinks that other courts are just going to agree with what he says without anything in return, without a substantial argument. Likely it would have been best for me to say not to come see me. Likely it would have been a better situation if I declined him joining me for conversation, for company. He had seen me walk through the academy, and I didn't want to decline and him think he did something wrong, but perhaps I made it worse by accepting. How utterly frustrating. Seems Lord Leonidas is free to do the potion experiments, take 2, I suppose, for me. Where should I meet you? It is raining. So willing to take a risk for my court. Lizzaylia had not the best side effects. Her eyes stayed dark for over a week, and I'm still willing to do it because I want to do well by my court, and I don't know if I can say the same for the others. Maybe they want to do well, but they don't have the self-control to stop their impulses to do other things. We're so far behind. That is over 40 points behind Cinderloon, and they just gained another 30 from Royal Code. It's gonna be 70 points behind Cinderloon because we didn't earn any. So Cribden said she would look at the points, and due to my effort, I just have to hope that that comes to benefit me. These are still put up. At the farm circle. All right. Perhaps I'm putting too much trust in Lord Leonidas. I am just drinking potions he's giving me and now going to a 3rd location that I've never been to before. Going to check the potions, and then I can return. See if I can get a hold of Tabali, Zarin, the headmaster. I tried to let the prince do things his way regarding the Crown Duchess, and when I had the opportunity to speak with her days ago, I didn't utilize it. And now he seemed confident that he would get her to side, and given that it's been days now and she still didn't have an answer for him and is wanting to wait until she's in the company of Cinderloon to have a discussion, I think it's obvious what her answer is. He gave her a lot of time to think, a lot of time to consult and go with her court, and they were able to spin it, or come up with a way to spin it for their favor. Of course she isn't going to sign something right away, especially when there's no benefit of it to her. She already did that with Cinderloon and got mocked for it. It's utterly frustrating. Greetings.
Greetings. I should note that if you do have, I suppose, troubles with the worlds, I would have to take a moment to turn off a machine that I have there.
I see. I typically am fine, but I'll let you know if I am having issues.
Of course.
How it depends how big.
Hello.
Oh hi.
Greetings.
Hello.
Interesting.
Are we in an open group or?
Yes.
You are.
Okay.
Hello.
I joined blindly.
Good job. Hello.
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 Have fun with potions.
So this is the machine.
Are you? Is the world all right for you?
I am perfectly fine.
Perfect. Are you all right with a rope climb, or would you rather you jump to the ledge?
I can climb. I think it would be better than me hitting my head on accident.
Yes, of course. I just was unsure. Some people do not.
Is he coming? Oh.
Well. Welcome to my workshop.
It is well decored.
Thank you. This is my home away from home, I suppose. I'm not sure where that... Too many cats around. I can never keep track of where they are.
Mine like to roam.
As do mine. I don't think I've seen Lady Cinnamon in quite a while, just because I do believe that Professor Charybdin keeps feeding her whatever she cannot eat.
Mm.
And so she's taken to just staying in the teacher's tower. Apologies,
It's
I'm just
alright.
gonna
I'd
make
like to try the splash variants this time, since me drinking them didn't go favorably as much.
That is what I was about to prepare.
Not Paxton. Might steal that bush idea for the library.
Right. Do you have a bucket of milk on you?
I do not.
Right, no issue. I will just be going downstairs for a moment to grab some from Brownie.
Alright.
That's my bucket. There it is.
It's very nice.
All right. should be everything. Give you the milk and all the potions. I'm just going to get my notebook out so that you can tell me the order you were taking them in.
I will arrange them.
All right.
I am going to do night vision, invisibility, leaping, water breathing, swiftness, fire resistance, strength, weakness, regeneration, poison, slowness, then slow falling.
Night vision, invisibility, leaping, water breathing, swiftness, fire resistance, strength, weakness, regeneration, poison, slowness, and slow fall. Right.
Unfortunate.
I wonder why. I suppose next time maybe we try with Turtle Master, though for some other people Turtle Master was not required for the world.
Interesting.
Well, I am sorry that didn't get the wanted outcome.
It is alright. I'll just have to try again in the future.
Indeed. Well, shall I escort you back?
Yes, I do not know my way out unless I jump off the ledge. Which I could.
Probably best not to. I do have machinery down there that could be dangerous.
I know how to stick my landing and not land in danger.
Well, I suppose one can never be too careful with the safety of the soul. Well, looks like they left. Well, I will be escorting you back to the school, and then I am needed elsewhere.
That
Always
is
pulled in many
alright.
directions.
I need to go to Kingdom Building anyways.
Right. Well, good luck with kingdom building.
Farewell.